Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Coming at you with another gameplay video. Today we're going to play a couple games with some ArchieStoise. This is by far my favorite deck in Expanded. This is actually the list I used to get top 4 to League Cup recently. The lists and variations of ArchieStoise don't really change that much. There's like probably a solid 58 card skeleton for ArchieStoise to try and maintain max consistency with the turn 1 Archies. Yeah, this is the list I used to get top 4 to League Cup. I don't think I'd really change anything. The deck worked very well. I didn't feel like I was missing out on any attackers. The other thing to consider would maybe another water attacker, second Keldeo, Palkia, something like that maybe. But yeah, nothing I think I would really change in the immediate. Have to be like more meta specific where I'd want something a little bit different. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into some games. All right, getting into the first game here. We got a pretty solid start actually. We're gonna open the Articuno. Articuno is my favorite starter to start with in this deck. Try and find some cheap prizes early on. Our current hand gives us the turn 1 Archies. Triple battle compressor. As long as our top deck is playable. We're probably playing against a Trevenant deck as we see the tree on the back. I would guess Trevenant. Psychic deck box. Oh, Trubbish. Alright. And we no longer have the turn 1 Archies. Because our top deck just, for some reason, didn't want to be playable. Alright, let's get rid of a bunch of stuff. Kingdra's gone. Sycamore's in there. Get rid of 1 Archies. Double water. We have 1 muscle band. Okay. So we're playing against a Garb deck and we're getting rid of our field blower on turn 1. I guess we could N. Is N in here? Yeah, we could go for the N instead to conserve the field blower. I'm fine with that. Get rid of 2 more water. And... 3 Via Seekers. Yeah, Faba probably. We have second Lele in here? We do. Makes me want to not. Well, no, we're going to get rid of Faba then. Because if we're under ability lock, we can't Lele for the Faba anyway, so we want access to it. We'll have 4 water in here. Yep, looks good to me. I do want to set up the Articuno first. Try and take some cheap early prizes on stuff like Trubbishes, which we'll probably see a lot of. And then we'll go for the end, save the field blower. I think it's worth it saving the field blower. Getting the extra card of Sycamore doesn't even mean it'll be that much easier to get off the turn 1 Archie, so yeah, this works fine. Alright, and that is an Archie's next turn, but it's going to cost us 2 superior energy retrieval, which sucks. There's no better way to put it. Having to get rid of 2 superior energy retrieval to pull off an Archie next turn is going to suck. Yeah, that sucks. Especially because it means we're not going to be able to use the computer search. Well, could we use the computer search to find a muscle band? No, not unless we want to put a second Lele in play, but I really don't want to do that. So we're going to be down 5 more items, or 1, 2, 3... 4 more items, so we'll be at 7 items. So our Keldeo will get one shot by a Trashalanche with a choice band. I guess it's possible he's playing Zoro Garb or something like that still. No, his deck's all psychic. Oh well, yeah, it's not gonna be Zoro Garb. Yeah, there's Mysterious Treasure. So it's an all psychic deck that plays Garbodor. I'm actually curious as to know what else he plays besides Garbodor then. Is it like Garbodor Espeon, potentially something like that, maybe? Floatstone active. DC to bench. It looks like Lele is going to be attacking. Thankfully, he hits us with the end, though. I don't want to get rid of 2 superior energy retrievals if I can avoid it. I guess we're just getting rid of 1 now. Still not great to get rid of 1, but better than getting rid of 2. And we haven't expended 1 yet, so it is Trampa Garb. Alright, this matchup is tough. Alright, we definitely want to one-shot this Keldeo this turn and then hope he just doesn't have the response. That's definitely a fine follow-up to what he just did. Yeah, start with Order Pad. I think we should get the Muscle Band here. Make it easier for us to get the one-shot. Got 4 water in here. Yeah, we should be able to pull this off here. Trainer's Mail. I don't think there's anything we'd really grab here. Yeah. Ultra Ball away these 2. I guess we could have gone for Floatstone and then look for the one shot with the Wishy-Washy. That wouldn't have been terrible. Should we grab the Wishy-Washy here? We have to like deal with the Garbs. I'm gonna grab this guy. Because I can use him to one shot an ability lock Garb, which would be pretty cool. So we need I think a water energy and a superior. Well, if we get 5 more or 4 more. Well, no, we just need a superior actually. There we go. Perfect. Propagate. Prepare away the order pad and the egg, I think. Yeah. Egg. It's another item, but we're already getting rid of so many items. I don't think it matters. So yeah, we're getting the one shot here on the Lele, and then I think we'll also set up the put an energy on the Volk. Too bad we couldn't get 2 energy on the Volk. I guess we could put one on the Articuno instead. Then we just need 1 energy for the Articuno. For the Articuno to like, I could try and play for like a double heads on a triad, double heads on a tri-edge. 1 more. There we go. Yeah, let's put it on the Articuno. Potentially go for like a knockout on one of the Trubbishes, or maybe just play for the 2 heads and KO a Garb. I don't hate that actually. We want to propagate before he potentially ability locks us. No, I don't think so. I think this is fine. We'll just go with the hit, knockout, 170, 2 prize cards. Shaman. Shaman is good if he doesn't ability lock us, and Trainer's Mail. Well, Trainer's Mail isn't terrible, I guess. So we got the knockout on the Lele. This matchup was like all about trying to rush to find our prizes as fast as possible. Yeah, we really gotta try and draw our prizes as fast as possible in this matchup. Can't right, there's teammates. That's not good. That'll probably be ability lock Garb plus yeah, I imagine that's gonna be ability lock Garb plus a psychic energy. So we need to find a response to that, which is probably gonna be Trainer's Mail into Field Blower. Yep, there's the ability lock Garb. At the very least, we can go Guzma, try and KO this with the Articuno. I think that's going to be our game plan. So I think we're going to send up the Volcanion initially. And we're going to plan to play out our hand that way. Okay, there's a water. So we just go water Guzma and do that for the turn. And then look for the whatever it's called next turn with the Trainer's Mail. So we're just playing for 2 heads here on the Articuno. That's it. 2 heads. 1 time. 1 heads. There we go. 2 prizes off the Garb. Now we're actually only 2 prizes away. And if he's not able to set up another ability lock Garb, or yeah, if he's not able to set up another ability lock Garb, then we can potentially just KO that Drampa on the bench next turn. It'll be kind of hard to do, not too hard to do actually though. We just need to find Ultra Ball of Trainer's Mail, get the Wishy-Washy, load up the Wishy-Washy GX with a bunch of energy, and then Shaman into a Guzma and get the knockout. So yeah, it wouldn't actually be too ridiculous for us to pull that off next turn. And it doesn't look like he's going to commit to Guzma KO Blastoise here. Right, there's an end to 2. That might stop us in our tracks and stop us with that game plan. Yeah, this hand is not good anymore. We need a top deck. We do have a lot of outs, but need it now. Let's not have the Blastoise plan to flush on that. No abilities. Our abilities are not locked right now, so we have plenty of outs, and that's not one of them. Gonna go ahead and feed him an egg and hope for the best. If he has Guzma here to knock out our Blastoise, looks like top deck Via Seeker. Should I put this in play right now? No, it would have to be a top deck of Via Seeker either way. You know, feed him an egg, and then hope for the best next turn. I think our out here is to get like Ultra Ball into Shaman. And then from there find everything to KO the Drampa, and that's really our best way to win from here. Yeah, this matchup is pretty tough. Trashalanche just does a lot of work. It's like very easy for him to get knockouts with Trashalanche. Ooh, the Perilous City does not help us. That's not doing us any favors at all. Still no ability lock Garb though, I think it's looking like, so that's good. Oh no, and the ability lock Garb. So I don't think there's any top deck we could get that could actually allow us to win this game anymore. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and lose here. I mean, this shows why the ability lock Garb itself isn't super hard to deal with, but when any deck plays both Garbodors, that matchup is just really hard. It's really hard to get through it. We tried our best. We got kind of close. There's the Ultra Ball, a turn late to get Shaman. We don't have a way to bump to get access to abilities again. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose this one. We'll stick around for one more turn, see if something magical happens off the top deck. I guess at this point we could top deck Field Blower. So yeah, I guess we're not technically out of it yet. But yeah, this really does this. We had like a great start. Drew 4 prizes before he drew many. Oh, there's the Guzma on the lay list. This one's gonna go down. But yeah, when a deck plays both Garbodors, it's just hard to keep up. Ability Lock Garb, we can deal with Ability Lock Garb. Trash Lance on top of Ability Lock Garb, one-shotting everything every single turn. That's where it gets hard to deal with, man. Yeah. So we're gonna take this first loss, but I think we're gonna bounce back just fine. All right, so we took a rough loss in that first game against the Garbodor, but we got a great hand moving into this into this next game. Looks like we're playing a mirror match. So we currently have the ArchieStoise combo in hand, so we're not going to draw these mulligans once again. Not gonna draw the mulligans because we have it in hand. As long as we didn't prize like double Lele, double Stoise, double Archies. We'll try and find it off the trainer's mail so we don't have to put a Lele in play. But yeah, that's fine. So yeah, I'm not actually sure like how to play the mirror match. No, we're not drawing any mulligans. Draw for turn. Yeah, exactly. All right. Start with the trainer's mails. There's just the Archie itself. Great. Love it. Now can we compressor? Get rid of an egg, Blastoise, Kingdra? I think so. Then we can Archie out the Blastoise no matter what. Yeah. Sure. Probably those two. Check another trainer's mail. Can we grab it? Afford to grab another Ultra Ball? Egg those two, egg that two. Okay, yeah. We can grab another Ultra Ball. So yeah, I don't know what's best to attack with early on in this matchup. I think Keldeo is probably really good. Wishy-Washy will be good at some point, I assume, so we'll bench the Wishy-Washy as well. We could grab the other egg here. Yeah, I think I like this best. Grab the other egg here. Give ourselves full access to the eggs. Then Ultra Ball away both eggs, and we'll attach to our Volcanion in the active. Or maybe to the... I think maybe we're going to grab a Keldeo and attach to the Keldeo on the bench. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I like that a little bit better, because we want to like one-shot his Volcanion probably. So, yeah, this makes a little more sense, I think. Get the Blastoise, draw 5. Alright, this is good. I think we just pass at this point. I don't think we do anything else. Yeah, I think we just end with the pass. Not really looking for anything else, so we're just chilling. Looking to knock out the Volcanion next turn, I guess. I actually like don't know. Like once again, like I don't know the best way to play this matchup. Like you definitely want to KO the Blastoise. Ooh, we could look to actually go knock out his Blastoise. That would be the better thing to do. Look for Guzma, knock out Blastoise. Yeah, that's definitely what we want to go for here. I guess that, yeah, if you can knock out their Blastoise, that's definitely what you want to do, right? Yeah, so we'll look for the knockout on his Blastoise. We need a couple more energy on the Keldeo, but then the Keldeo will be able to pull it off. I mean, yeah, if we take care of his Blastoise, what can he do? Nothing. So that's our game plan then. KO Blastoise. All right, we've done it. And then besides that, if we can't KO the Blastoise, which is possible we whiff, I don't even know what I'd for sure like Battle Compressor away to try and pull it off. We checked the trainer's mail on the order pad first. Maybe our top deck is really nice. His first compressor was Egg Blastoise, sure. Yeah, maybe our top deck is really nice, but depending on if we get heads on order pad or get like something good off the trainer's mail, I can go for like the Lele, bring something up. But we need another water energy. We only have access to 4 in our current hand, or plus 3 with compressor into that. So we need like the top deck of water, because 4 is not quite enough. We need 1 more water energy or a muscle band. We could get a muscle band off the order pad or trainer's mail, but we also need a way to get the Guzma. So we don't have everything yet. Alright, so he's going Keldeo too. It feels like it's awkward to ever try and use Articuno unless you're trying to hit like 3 heads, which if you're really far behind is probably just the play at some at some point. I guess if he attacks us with a big Keldeo and knocks out our Volcanion, we could then just try and set up Wishy-Washy. Set up the Wishy-Washy and then like GX, as well as get the Kingdra out and put the energy on the Keldeo on the Kingdra. So that would be cool too. Yeah, we'll just have to see. So I think he probably has the turn 1 as well. Not completely unexpected here. We'll see. He still has 2 more cards to get out of his hand. We'll see what he wonder tags for here. Whatever he wonder tags for here will pretty much tell us if he has it or not. But he should have been able to set it up if he had 2 Ultra Balls. So yeah, he definitely has it. Those 2 cards in hand are definitely playable. Or he messed up. Floatstone, and then probably an energy attachment somewhere. Yeah, so he's going to be attacking with the Volcanion to start off with on his side. Archie's for Blastoise. Still needs to find 2 water energy. Doesn't have waters in the discard, so the Superior won't help him. But between, if he wants to like Shaman set up and try and draw extra cards, he should be able to find 2 water energy this turn, I would imagine. That's not a very tall order. This won't be too difficult for him. I wouldn't mind him whiffing though. Give us an extra turn. There's the Russian. So that tells me he probably doesn't have the water energy, and I expect him probably to retreat to the Articuno. Yep. There it is. Now, I don't even mind Sauna Blasting the Articuno here, because then I could clean it up later with my own Articuno. Alright, now we got some options. Let's start with Trainer's Mail. Okay, nothing. Okay, interesting. So we can get the second Battle Compressor, get rid of Guzma, and 4 water energy, and then something else. So yeah, let's go for this in KO's Blastoise and see what happens. I just want to see what's gonna happen. 1, 2, 3. Then we can get rid of Blastoise, Guzma, and a 4th water. Ooh, let me check. Yeah. And we can go KO his Blastoise. And that might be game. I mean, games with ArchieStoise are pretty fast, so I can only imagine the mirror match is at an accelerated pace. He can probably get out another Blastoise, but it's being able to get out a Blastoise with doing everything else efficiently as well in your hand. Yeah, see how well this works. I mean, it seems like a good play to me. Knocking out his Blastoise, his main support Pokemon in the deck, definitely can't be bad, right? This definitely can't be a bad thing. I wonder if I'm overextending a little bit here. I could have order padded for like a Shaman and tried to like dig for some more cards instead, because I am really like leaving myself with very little left in hand. But if it means he can't set up on a Blastoise on the next turn, this could just be the game-winning play right here. Definitely seems worth initially. I mean, now he's burned through like 2 Ultra Ball, which are big cards, to get down to 0 cards. All right, we got a Via Seeker, so we'll have something to do pretty much no matter what next turn. I doubt he'll be able to respond with knock out my Blastoise. No, he just can't, because he can't Archie's and Guzma in the same turn. Yeah, he's not going to be able to respond with knock out my Blastoise. Let me correct myself there. There's almost no way he'll be able to do that. So yeah, we're in a really good spot here. Like him attacking with Lele here would be annoying, but yeah, that's going to be the game. Just go for the aggressive knockout on the Blastoise works. Let me take a quick dub. So opening Shaman, not great, but opening Shaman or Lele does happen quite a bit with this deck, as we play 4 of those, and actually not that many other basic Pokemon. So yeah, our hand currently doesn't have the turn 1 Archies. Order pad potentially helps. This can just grab his Computer Search and lock it up. No such luck. Trainer's Mail. Oh man, the last few games have not been great. All right, playing against Buzzle, which is a really good matchup. Generally speaking, not with this hand though. Oh man, this hand is rough. What would I even want a compressor at this point? Like Blastoise Egg, Kingdra is probably fine. We do have an Archie's in hand, so we don't need one in the discard pile. I'm gonna bench the Volcanion. Do I want a Jet Geyser? Not really. That's kind of just helping him out. So I think at this point we just pass. Yep. See what happens on our opponent's turn. Yeah, this matchup is very favored for ArchieStoise. Their one like out is to like KO our Blastoise either on Sledgehammer turn or on a turn they get Beast Ring, maybe GX it with Lycanroc. So that's kind of how they maneuver the matchup. But yeah, generally this matchup is super favored for ArchieStoise. We just need to set up. Once we set up, we're good to go. So right now with our current hand, if we top deck Ultra Ball, Computer Search, Trainer's Mail to Ultra Ball or Computer Search, or Order Pad to Ultra Ball or Computer Search, we have the turn 1 Archies. If we don't get any of those, we're probably going to go with a Sky Return plus N, which is okay. It's not the worst thing ever. This won't set us up in as good of a spot to start like pressuring him, but it's better than nothing. So he's playing a max elixir version, which is a little bit harder for us to beat consistently. And he ends up putting it on the Buzzwole, so I guess he's attacking with the Baby Buzz first. This makes it really easy for us to avoid having to deal with Sledgehammer, so I'm not a big fan of this play from our opponent here. Let's see what our top deck is. It's a Water Energy. Alright, so we're going to Sky Return. We have access to Brooklet Hill. I don't know if there's anything we really want to grab. There probably is. Let's take a look. Whoa, we prize double Articuno and Kingdra? Or do we get Kingdra already? Okay, so we just don't have a lot of attackers. Probably just want to grab Keldeo here. So we're going to Sky Return. He plays Max Elixir, so it's possible he like pops off and one-shots our only Pokemon in play, which will be just the Volcanion after we Sky Return. So, oh man. This hand is not good as well. We have one water in here right now, but we could Jet Geyser one to the discard. Oh man, just not good. All right, we're going with the Sky Return for 50. Hoping for the best. We're gonna send up the Volcanion. This 50 also like sets it up so we can actually knock out this Buzzwole with the Volcanion potentially. So this Trainer's Mail would have to give us Computer Search or Order Pad into Computer Search for us to pull off this Archie's on the next turn, and we could like, Jesus, this is gonna be a tough one. Have to use the Lele as well, which we don't want to do, but we could Trainer's Mail into Computer Search away these two, or no, this and like Water, Retrieval away 2 Water, Computer Search gets Ultra Ball away those two. Yeah, so we can do it on the next turn. We need a little bit of luck, but it's not the wouldn't be the hardest Archies I've ever had to try. Had to luck into pulling off. This one is definitely reasonable. That's a little bit of a risky attachment by our opponent as well. What if I just have Archies? This thing is just gonna get knocked out for sure. Just like put that on the Rockruff, get the Lycanroc ready to go. Yeah, I don't like that attachment. All right. So yeah, past that we don't really have many attackers. Oh, looks like he's gonna probably bring up our Keldeo. This is fine with me. Yeah, I'm not too worried about this. Can also Jet Geyser if we have to thin out one more card. All right, let's see. Oh, End. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad he ended us. Our hand was like really rough looking to try and pull off the Archies, but now that we've been End, we're gonna be in a fine spot hopefully. Yes, we have it. Great, awesome. So we have access to 1 egg. Using the Superior is the same as not, so we'll see what our top deck is. Okay, so we can go. We just want to knock this out with the Volcanion, I think. I should just Order Pad first. Never lucky. All right, Propagation. No, I guess we'll have to knock it out with the Keldeo to be a little bit safer. So an Ultra Ball away these two to get another egg. Yeah, to get another egg. Ultra Ball away this and this to grab Lele. Get Lele. Then we'll go ahead and grab the Wishy Washy here. Grab Wishy. And actually, because this thing has so much, it says what? 230, 200. We're gonna put the Muscle Band on the Wishy Washy. We're gonna Lele, grab a Archie's. There we go. And we're just gonna take the knockout with it. Plan to take the knockout with the Keldeo. If we can like switch into the Volcanion, that'd be great. But I'm not gonna rely on that to happen. So we're planning to take the knockout with the Keldeo. Ooh, gonna need a little help here. That's the Tails, the Luge. Let's see, the Muscle Band. It's just gonna have to. It is just best on the Keldeo, so we can maybe have the Keldeo KO one of these big things. Yeah, it just is best there. This goes here, and then set up for 6. We're bench locked now, which kind of sucks. We just need a Water Energy to get the job done. Finally, we can. If he doesn't knock us out next turn, we can just make a big Keldeo, and kind of roll from there. If he does knock us out, this hand can definitely get out Kingdra, which we should be able to use to like sweep the game. Via Seeker, not a great pull out of the prizes. I would like to have that a little bit deeper in the prizes. We don't want that right now. We're just gonna have to probably burn it next turn, unless he really gets nothing done on his turn. Then maybe we'll use it. We could go actually like on the next turn. We could just go Via Seeker, Guzma, KO the Octillery. But I guess that would give him Sledgehammer again. We really don't want to give him Sledgehammer. So I guess we probably wouldn't do that. He does need quite a bit to KO our Keldeo, so I think our Keldeo is probably going to live here this turn, which means we can probably pull off just a knockout on the active here pretty easily. Could get like second compressor and actually double compressor away like Fisherman and like 4 water energy via Secret for the water. Save the Archies to use to get a Kingdra out on the following turn and just go Secret Sword for the one shot. Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. Another Buzzwole comes out. Not too worried about that. Our prizes are probably going to come from knocking out Buzzwole. Either Buzzwole or Buzzwole Lycanroc, and then knock out the Artillery to close out the game. Could I have used that compressor down last turn maybe to thin out my deck? Maybe. Well, we're drawing the waters here. Ooh, this hand is insane. This hand is just what we needed to get this knockout. Does this 100% get it? We have access to 5 more energy. I don't think it actually quite does it. And that's what kind of sucks about us having to bench the Shaman now. Now we can't like Archies this turn or anything. So we're kind of bench locked. But if we top like a Field Seeker, we can like Sycamore for the turn, which is fine. So let's see, that's 1, 2. We can get access to 5 more energy. It's 150. Yeah, we actually get the knockout there. Yeah, the 5 more energy we can get for sure with this hand gets us the knockout on the Buzzwole. And then from there, though, we actually start to run out of superior energy retrieval. We only have 1 left. Still have Fisherman, I guess, but superior energy retrieval are way better than Fisherman. So we might be in a little bit of a tricky spot on that. Okay, so computer search is good as well. Maybe we'll computer search for the Fisherman instead and save the superior to be more aggressive on the next turn. I like that play. We put 3 more water in our discard pile. We'll be able to get 5 more on this. Then we do 150, 100. Yeah, so it'd get there. So then let's do that. The Fisherman is here. Get rid of 3. Propagate. Could also take the knockout with Wishy Washy, I guess. Move the energy back to the Keldeo. No, we want to save that to do another knockout. No, this is definitely better because then he could like KO our Keldeo, and then we would just want to have a big attacker in play. So this is definitely just better. All right, as long as I didn't do my math incorrectly, this should knock out the Buzzwole. That's a lot of energy. I haven't seen an 8 energy Keldeo in a while. Even though I have been messing around a lot with this deck lately, I don't think I've put this much energy on a Keldeo in a long time. Usually when I'm going for a big one shot, we use the Wishy Washy. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had this much energy on a Keldeo. This is like old school ArchieStoise, back when all you did was attack with Keldeo. Crazy. Alright, Secret Sword for the knockout. Puts us in a decent spot. Need to get just 3 more prizes. Shaman, neither of those pulls are great. Because we're probably looking to take a knockout with the Wishy Washy on the next turn. I guess as long as our top deck is playable, we can Archies for the Kingdra. So yeah, that's what we're hoping for, is just that our top deck is playable. There's Super Rod from him. Fighting Buzzwole. So here's his Beast Ring turn. Finally gets it. We'll see how many Beast Rings he's able to find, if any. He probably plays them, even though he plays Max Elixir, he probably also plays the Beast Ring. There's another Buzzwole coming out with the Brooklet Hill. Like ideally for him, he wants to look for like Beast Ring, and then attach to Lycanroc, and then Jet Punch knock us out. That would be like, he didn't even need Beast Ring. He could go Beast Ring, attach to Lycanroc, bring up this Buzzwole, Jet Punch knock us out. Maybe 30 more on the Blastoise. I don't know. We'll see what he ends up having access to. He's kind of taking his time here. Tough decisions at hand. Does he got anything? Does he not have anything? Okay, there we go. Beast Energy to Buzzwole. I don't think that attachment is correct. I think he definitely wants to. I mean, I think on his side, you definitely want to, even if it's the Beast Energy to Lycanroc, I think you definitely want to set up Lycanroc if you're him. Once again, deep in thought about this next play. Going with the Guzma. Okay. So it's going to be a Jet Punch. Okay, he's only hitting us for 6 hours. Like, does he somehow have to knock out on our Blastoise? So that means he's going to have to, if he wants to Beast Ring at all this turn, he's going to have to be off this Artillery for 3. So I'm feeling pretty safe right now. There's the Jet Punch. It's going to knock out our Keldeo. Alright. We should be able to get the knockout here. on this Buzzwole. No problem. We just need at least one more water energy. We have 2 left in deck. Maybe we'll struggle to get it, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, now we're not going to struggle to get it. We're going to go Propagate. I'm going to Superior away the Articuno and the Egg. I actually want to keep the Shaman. Oh, I guess I could have gotten rid of the Archies. No, we can keep the Archies and potentially use the Archies as well. So actually, I think keeping the Archies is fine. We're going to get a ton of water energy into play this turn, though. Via Seeker for Fisherman. Gonna GX with the Wishy-Washy. Yeah, we want to keep the Shaman. Yeah, I think keeping access to both is fine. I want to keep the Shaman because we just want to dig for Via Seeker to get Guzma, to Guzma up the Octillery or the Rockruff next turn and knock it out with Volcanion or Blastoise. We are going to set up Volcanion and Blastoise off this energy. Alright, this is going to take a little while, guys. Hold on. Alright, Deluge. Deluge. Let's go ahead and start throwing some over here. Could set up the Lele actually instead, maybe. Because we can have 5 on the Lele, which means the Lele can one-shot the Octillery, or the Volcanion can one-shot the Octillery. So that's I think that works out a little bit better. Yeah, we're gonna take him off Beast Ring turn as well. I don't think there's anything to Brooklet Hill for. Nope. Let's take a look. 2 Via Seekers, 2 Trainers Mail, 1 of that. Okay. Rest of the deck is looking good to lock up the rest of this game. Blue Surge. I think we should move it all to the Lele, yeah. Because then Lele or Volcanion can one-shot this. But if I put on the Blastoise, you could like chase Blastoise plus enemy potentially. Like knock out the Blastoise with a Jet Punch with a strong energy. And remove the 5 energy from play. And then you could also bring it up with Lycanroc, end me, and then knock out. So we at least have 2 attackers to be good to go with after this turn. Also, potentially, our Wishy-Washy gets stuck for a couple turns, actually. If we're not able to find a Guzma off the top deck plus the setup, possible our Wishy-Washy gets stuck for a couple turns, which could put us in quite the pickle, potentially. But we should be able to draw Guzma before he's actually able to, like, completely punish us for having a Wishy-Washy stuck in our active. Yeah, I think his out here is definitely going to be Jet Punch knockout Blastoise. I don't even know if that's, like, that good of an out, though. Jet Punch knockout Blastoise plus Enos seems like the best thing for him to do, but I don't even know if that's like that good. That still seems like very much okay, nothing extremely powerful. Not an extremely powerful turn. Attach it to the Lycanroc. He still has at least 1 Max Elixir left, potentially. He maybe only runs 3, but if he plays 4, he could potentially have the 4th. Maybe he's just hoping for the Wishy-Washy to be stuck. He could definitely go into like GX knockout Wishy-Washy into Claw Slash Shaman, so those are potentially his 4 prizes to actually close out the game. He definitely needs to end us this turn though, I think, if he wants to win, because we do have the Shaman in hand. Obviously he doesn't know that. So there's the Sycamore. So we're not getting end this turn. I think there's actually 2 end in the discard pile, yeah, so it's possibly he only actually plays 2. This deck usually doesn't play Via Seeker. It's usually just supporters, raw copies of the supporter. 2N is usually probably about where it sits. Probably doesn't play too much more than 2N. So yeah, retreat to Lele, and I expect the pass. All right. Draw. Can't use Superior Energy Retrieval, unfortunately. We're gonna Field Blower away both his Float Stones, and then set up for 3. And we're hoping to find a Via Seeker, or Trainer's Mail, or an Order Pad, or Battle Compressor. There's the Via Seeker, and we got 2 Trainer's Mails, but this works fine. Grab the Guzma. Yeah, so we have pretty much it all there. And give me that Rockruff. We'll knock it out with Lele for our last prize on this one. And there we go. There's a win. So yeah, this matchup is super favored. He didn't really have a great follow-up when we gave him a Beast Ring. Like, that's what the Buzzwole player needs to look for, is like a good Beast Ring turn, and that is something he definitely did not have. All right. Get into another one here. We're going first. No idea what we're playing against. Opening hand should be good. This should be a turn 1 Archies, no problem. Yeah, there's no way we're whiffing it with this hand. This hand is beautiful. Opponent with the mulligan. Can we afford to draw the mulligan? It looks like what are we playing against? Probably a Zoroark deck. Well, there's treasure in there, so actually I have no idea what we're playing against. Can we afford to draw the mulligan? The answer is no. We don't want the mulligan. Keldeo's pretty cool though. Let's start with the order pad. Second battle compressor would be nice here. Nice. So now we can battle compressor twice, completely thin out like everything out of our deck. Get rid of those. Compress again. This Kingdra and Archies. So yeah, not sure what we're playing against. So I'm curious as to what I actually just have no idea what I want to Ultra Ball for here then. I think I'm just gonna grab this guy because he's like just neutrally kind of good. Yeah. We're gonna commit the Choice Band here to potentially use this to KO the Lele, the Keldeo. Get the Archies. Play the Archies. Get the Blastoise, and here we go. Hand is really good still. Just gonna commit an energy to the Keldeo and then pass. Yeah, our setup's great. This is looking great, fantastic. Yeah, it doesn't get too much better than this. Like straight up does not get too much better than this. See what our opponent's playing finally though. What do we see? We saw the DCE. I guess it's possible it's a Trevenant deck. I don't think so though. That would be a shame if it was, because we had Choice Band and DCE, so I doubt it's a Trevenant deck. I doubt there's a Trevenant deck out there playing Choice Band and DCE. So it would really suck if we're playing against it and he gets to retreat into turn 1 item logging out. So we still could potentially just start attacking with Keldeo. Okay, so it's some kind of EV deck. Evolution something, but there was Treasure, so it's probably Espeon Garb. That's a little annoying. Espeon Garb is definitely a tough match for us. Yep, looks like Espeon Garb. Uh-oh. Yeah, Espeon Garb is definitely a tough matchup for us. Not easy to deal with. We're at 5 items now. It's fine. Look to one-shot this with Wishy-Washy next turn for sure. Oh, there's the N. Still look to one-shot it with Wishy-Washy. 2, 4, 5, 6. Still one-shot it with Wishy-Washy. Maybe even just the Keldeo at this point. Okay. Pass back to us. Start with order pad here. So we could just go for Guzma, knock out the Trubbish. How slow is that though? It's a little bit on the slow side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll end up with 7 items in the discard pile. So maybe we just want to try and KO the active here. Actually, we could attack with this though. We could go for Guzma. I'm hoping Guzma's in there. Yeah, and then get the knockout with the Volcanion on the Trubbish. I'm fine with that actually. Yes, Guzma's in here. Great. Get the knockout on the Trubbish with the Volcanion. That sounds good to me. Just kind of take it slow for the first turn, I guess. The first turn of attacking. Set him back a bit on the Garbodors. If I had gotten heads on order pad, I might have gone for a Muscle Band and then tried to get the knockout with Articuno, but I'm not trying to risk getting 2 heads. Getting the knockout here with Sonoblast is more than fine, I think. Ultra Ball, awesome. That's actually a great pull there, the Ultra Ball. Now we can find, we can like retreat this, we can Ultra Ball for Wishy-Washy, retreat the Volcanion to Wishy-Washy, get the superior energy, we'll put 3 energy on the Wishy-Washy. Maybe we want to look for a Guzma now though to KO another Trubbish. Yeah, I wouldn't hate doing that. Actually, Psychic knocks us out, doesn't it? We're getting knocked out here, right? Oh no, not quite. How much is it doing? 150. Oh, he's off by 10. Beautiful. Oh, we got options now. Getting this into the discard pile is pretty good as well. I think we're gonna go with the Wishy-Washy KO this play. Yeah, sounds good to me. Get the Fob on the discard pile to start bumping the tools off the squad. We'll need 2 more energy, but I'm pretty confident we'll be able to find it. Bench the Wishy. Retreat to the Wishy. Get the 3 energy in the discard pile. Propagate twice. Superior energy. Retrieval the energy away. Or the eggs away. Get the energy. 3 energy to Wishy-Washy. Need to find 2 more. Yeah, this has been like a super clean game so far. We're down just 1 Via Seeker out of like important resources and like 1 superior, but we utilized it for 3 energy. So like this game has been super clean for us, which is the kind of games you need to have against Garb decks. Like that first Garb deck we played against started off reasonably well, but then he did just set up the double Garbs and just lost. Let's see, 1, 2. good to go. Ooh, this hand is nasty. So we're going in to face Garbs potentially on the next turn. Huh. I think there is a Muscle Band left in the deck. If not, we could potentially draw it. So we're going with the Blue Surge. Definitely want to charge up the Keldeo quite a bit. Actually, we could just go for like a Via Seeker. Guzma that up. So let's put 5 here, and then 1 on the Volcanion. So yeah, we can draw 2 prizes here. Guzma knock out the Lele next turn, and then we'll be down to just 1 prize card, and then all we have to do is figure out like a way to KO a Garbodor and win the game. So I think this is definitely the way to go. We could even like set up Wishy-Washy and Keldeo and go Keldeo knock out Lele and go from there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can't even knock out Wishy-Washy unless he plays Kukui. If he hits us with the Kukui, oh well. But yeah, that's the only way he's gonna be able to do it next turn to get the knockout. If he whiffs the ability lock Garb, we can set him up and checkmate next turn. We can set up the Wishy-Washy and the Keldeo. Oh no, this might be for an N. N down to 3. Ah, all right. So we don't quite have the game fully set up yet. We're still in a very good spot though. About as good as we're gonna get. I guess I could have put more energy in play. I had access to more energy I could have put in play, right? Yeah, I probably should have done that. All right, now we're in a spot if he gets the ability lock Garb plus Tool. Oh, DC to Lele is not gonna cut it though. Oh, and there's a concede. All right, so that's how you beat Garb decks. You get really aggressive. I still don't think he should have conceded yet, as long as he had a draw supporter for next turn, because he could still pull off the double Garb setup potentially. But he was in quite a bit of a rough spot. He didn't know what our hand was. But our hand wasn't actually that good. We could like KO the active Garb, and that was about it. I mean, if we top deck Via Seeker, we can KO the Lele on the bench, sure, but we have to top deck Via Seeker then. I mean, as the Garb player, I'm always sticking that one out for a little bit longer, because as long as you have the potential to set up double Garb and still win the game, you just want to do it, because once you get that setup with like comboed with an N, you just win the game. So I think you should have stuck out that one a little bit longer. But guys, that's gonna go ahead and do it with for the Archie video, the video on Archies today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you enjoy the content, subscribe. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Follow me on Twitter. Check out my live stream on Twitch. Links for those in the description below. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and peace.